Welcome back to the second part of the audio whitepaper of the Itheum project. Don't forget that in the video description you can find the link to their wallpaper. If you came directly to this clip without seeing the first part, you now have a link to that clip on the screen. I recommend you look at that first and then come back here to continue. Let's go. Selling any arbitrary data. The data DEX also allows you to sell any arbitrary data using the same on-chain facilitation process. This allows anyone with a crypto wallet to upload and sell datasets via the DEX. This reduces the barrier of entry for end users and also provides them an equal opportunity to participate in the shared data economy. At this stage, we allow for the sale of the following arbitrary datasets. Facebook profile data. As you may know, Facebook opened up the option for individuals to download all their data in bulk. This was a feature that was released by Facebook after pressure from data advocacy regulators, who wanted to ensure individuals had the right to download their personal data from the Facebook platform, should they ever want to delete their Facebook account or move to a new social media platform. The Itheum data DEX will allow for the above later scenario of moving to a new social media platform to be handled seamlessly. For example, an individual can download all their Facebook data and advertise it for sale on the data DEX. They can then align with a data coalition centered around the responsible usage of data by social media type organizations. A new social media platform can then view the Facebook user datasets managed for sale by the data coalition, agree to the responsible terms of use, and purchase the data in bulk. The new social media platform uses the data DEX to bootstrap and migrates Facebook users to its platform directly via an authorized, delegated owner, data coalition, of the end-user data. The end-user, original Facebook user, then gets the payout from the data coalition and can also view the complete audit trail of data transfer between the social media platforms. Any other general data. The data DEX also allows for the on-chain sale of any other type of data. For example, you can create a dataset of all the brands and products your family and friends like, all the reviews and ratings of your favorite restaurants, personal fitness or other wellness data. You can also create and sell other interesting IP-centric general datasets like utterances to intent mappings, which can then be used by organizations to train NLU and speech-to-text applications. For example, a hospitality booking organization, which provides telephony services or conversational tools like chatbots to help users make a booking, might already be spending a lot of investment in continuing to study end-user speech-to-text patterns and map them to intents that are relevant to their industry. They can sell the utterance-to-intent mapping data on the data DEX to recoup some of their spendings in producing this IP. Types of direct sale. As described in the above section, you can use the Itheum data DEX to sell personal data using on-chain tools that coordinate the trade between buyer and seller. On the data DEX, there are fundamentally two types of direct sale that can occur. We mention direct sale here as it's the seller, data creator, who decides which type they prefer and initiates the trade process within those constraints. In a later section we will describe how data can also be sold indirectly via a delegated data coalition, but for now, let's focus on the following two direct sale types. Sale of data packs. Sale of data NFTs. Let's now dive into these two types individually and understand the difference. Sale of data packs. Once a data creator decides to sell their personal data, the default method of sale is the sale of data packs. Data packs hold a reference to the type of dataset they are putting up for sale and contain some metadata around it. For example, it provides a preview of the data, when it was created, terms of use, the link to where the data can be securely downloaded from, after sale is complete, etc. Once the user creates a data pack, it gets advertised for sale on-chain. Once this on-chain advertising process is completed, the original data hash and the transaction reference of the advertising process and the data pack is also stored as metadata against the data pack. A MYDA price is automatically calculated based on the type of data and market demand for the type of data. In future, we will also support for the data creator to set a starting price for their data. The sale of data packs can be described as direct peer-to-peer sales. Once the on-chain advertising process is complete, buyers will see the data packs for sale in the Buy Data section of the DEX. The buyer can pay the MYDA cost for the data, and then own a copy of the data. These copies are called data orders and appear in the Purchased Data section of the DEX. As part of the buying process, they agree, on-chain, to abide by the terms of use. A record of this agreement is stored on-chain as part of the purchase and serves as an immutable audit trail for this agreement. One key point to note is that in this type of sale, the resale of data is not permitted. A data creator should choose to sell data as a data pack if they have the following requirements. Sell multiple, potentially unlimited, copies of their data to buyers around the world. Don't want their data to be resold by the buyer, i.e., the buyer can only use it as per the terms of sale and for their own use/consumption. If a buyer breaks their agreement and resells the data, the owner will have the ability to detect this and mediate a conflict resolution process, but only if the sale is handled by the data coalition. More on this below, but the seller, unfortunately, won't have a direct method to track the resale or get any benefit from it. E.g., royalties. Only allow for their personal data to be sold on the Itheum Data DEX. No other decentralized marketplace will display the data pack for sale. This is because it's not built on any open blockchain standard like ERC20 or ERC721 that allows for interoperability. This can be looked at as a benefit if the data creator wants to limit exposure of their data, as it's for sale in only one marketplace. Sale of data NFTs. A data creator can also choose to sell their personal data as an NFT, non-fungible token. This makes a lot of sense as personal data is very unique and not fungible. Watch this short video to understand the difference between fungible and non-fungible. This allows for the data creator to have more control of their data and can align to NFT features that make their data grow in value, rarity/scarcity, and increase the exposure of their data assets due to the interoperability and portability NFT standards have in the blockchain ecosystem. Data NFTs are described in more detail below and use the ERC721 open standard to coordinate and facilitate the NFT contract between parties involved in the trade. A data creator should choose to sell data as a data NFT if they have the following requirements. Sell a limited number of copies of data. This is the same concept as the limited edition NFTs we see in the market today. Having a limited number of copies of the data will create organic growth demand for the data, as the buyer will realize the rarity and scarcity of the data. For example, if a data creator only mints 2 copies of their DNA sequencing result, this has a lot of value to a buyer trying to build a dataset of similar DNA sequencing results, as there are only 2 copies available for sale. If there were virtually unlimited copies available, as you would have with data pack-based sale, then the perceived inherent value for the data will be less. Allow for the resale of data. The data creator is happy to allow for the resale of the NFT packaged data by a buyer. This opens up a lot of opportunities for the data to grow in value, as the buyer might have a better ability to market the data. This also opens up opportunities for secondary markets where verified, legitimate data brokers can exist on-chain, a revolutionary concept and a futuristic solution to the problem that exists today, where centralized data brokers are selling your personal data without your knowledge. Benefit from the resale of data via royalties. Your data is essentially your IP, much like a song by a music artist or a book by an author, and packaging your data and selling it as an NFT will allow you to earn a royalty on the resale of the data. For example, you can choose to nominate a 10% royalty condition, and if a buyer resells the data, 10% of the sale will be transferred to your account. Benefit from multiple NFT marketplaces. As Itheum data NFTs are built on the ERC721 standard, they immediately have interoperability with all the NFT marketplaces that support this standard, OpenSea, Rarible, etc. This significantly increases the audience and therefore increases your potential to sell. Methods for buying data. One-off datasets advertised for sale on the Data DEX are called data packs. As described in the above section Decentralized Data Trade, there are various types of data that can be put up for sale on the DEX. On top of the one-off datasets, the Itheum Data DEX also allows for the sale to data stream subscriptions, See in a below section titled Data Streams. Data is sold via two channels. Direct between data creator and buyer. Via an intermediary, authorized data coalition. Anyone with a crypto wallet can become a buyer of data packs or data streams under certain conditions. They need to have MYDA to pay for the data. The MYDA is sent directly to the data creator if the sale is directly between data creator and buyer, or to a data coalition if the coalition is brokering the sale. Each data pack or stream will have an associated terms of use. The buyer agrees to abide by the nominated use. There will be dispute and conflict resolution processes in the future to protect the seller from misuse. If the sale is directly between data creator and buyer. If the purchase is via an authorized data coalition, then the buyer needs to adhere to the terms and conditions of use as per the data coalition, and also put in collateral in the form of MYDA for a certain period of time, until the buyer earns a higher credibility score. Data sold via a data coalition has more robust misuse remediation and dispute resolution process handled via decentralized governance. Our 5-stage product development process. To ensure we continually innovate and deliver tangible Web3/blockchain features to market, we will use a simple 5-stage product development process. All our features will continually be categorized as per these stages to ensure progress is transparent to our community. Research, labs ideas we are running through R&D. Detailed design and prototyping ideas that pass our lab stage, and we are doing detailed solution architecture with release candidates for the testnets. Available in testnet iterative builds being released to testnet, until product update is tested and signed off by our community, and is ready for deployment to mainnet. Security audits final release that goes through internal and external security audits. Available in mainnet release to mainnet. Data DEX components. The following key components form our Data DEX product. They work to provide the core data protocol required to make Itheum a fully featured decentralized data platform. Peer-to-peer data trade. The base functionality that's available when you first log into the Data DEX is the ability to discover and trade data with your direct peers. You will be able to see all advertised data from others and also advertise your own data in the data marketplace. As detailed in the section, Decentralized Data Trade, #Data Trade, you can advertise your data from apps that you have joined that are built on Itheum's data collection and analytics toolkit, or you can also advertise any arbitrary data that you own. When you place data for sale, you will nominate a purchase price in MYDA, which is effectively the price for a data consumer to access your data. If someone wants access to your data, they will transfer the MYDA requested, and in return get access to the data for use based on the terms of use that you specify. The market operates completely in a peer-to-peer manner, where there are no intermediaries involved in the transaction. Data creators and data consumers deal direct with each other, and the entire process is mediated using smart contract technology. Data NFTs are currently available in testnet stage. Data NFTs. Data is an asset in itself, and personal data is a unique asset, as no two personal datasets are the same. Highly personal or sensitive datasets can essentially function as an NFT, allowing for uniqueness and limited availability. For example, you might want to share your DNA or partial sequencing results under the research terms and conditions, but you may want to limit how many buyers can purchase it and use it. Controlling distribution, data NFTs allow you to do this. To make it more aesthetic to trade, we convert valuable datasets, usually this will be in JSON, or data in any another interoperable format, to a unique visual representation of that data, which will be in a deterministic, random image abstract format. To do this, we will an algorithm for image generation based on the unique signature of the data. Packaging and trading your personal data as NFTs have the following benefits when compared to regular one-off trade using the DEX. Limit the distribution of your highly sensitive or protected datasets to a smaller amount, similar to limited edition NFTs we see in the market today. You can choose to earn royalties if your data is resold. You can limit the distribution of your data, but should a buyer resell your data NFT, you have the option to earn a % as royalty. This is a game changer and can prove to be a steady secondary income stream for you. This is especially true if your data is curated into a data coalition that has a high buyer demand. Once data is packaged and tokenized as an NFT, it can be traded on any NFT marketplace, e.g. OpenSea. We already support this interface in our testnet. This significantly increases the selling power of your data as the audience for your data increases. Your unique data will be minted with an aesthetic generative art wrapper created using the unique signature of the data. E.g., your DNA data can be represented as a piece of unique art, similar to autoglyphs or other generative art, which is sorted after as it has rarity, creativity, and actual utility. What real-world trade characteristics do NFT-wrapped data assets provide? Let's look at some key trade characteristics we can get by wrapping our data as an NFT and then opening it for trade. When working with NFTs in general, the main actors to consider are issuing entity, the issuing entity behind the NFT. In Itheum's case, the original owner or a data coalition can be the issuing entity. Original owner, the original data creator who choose to sell their data as a data NFT. NFT holder, the present holder of the data NFT. NFT purchaser, someone with the intent of acquiring the data NFT from the present NFT holder. In this example, let's assume you want to sell your genomics dataset as a data NFT. You use the Itheum data DEX to upload your data file and mint a new data NFT. You are the original owner/issuing entity. The NFT is minted with a proof of ownership along with other metadata that enables access to the original data file if ownership is proven. All this metadata will be stored on-chain via the standard NFT metadata file schema standards. You then head over to a public NFT marketplace, e.g. OpenSea, where your data NFT will already be available for sale under your wallet. You place it for sale for 0.05 ETH. Buyer 1 comes along and purchases the data NFT as they see value in owning a genomics/DNA-based dataset. Transfer of ownership now moves from you to buyer 1. They are now the NFT holder. But buyer 1 does not intend to use the data for any utility. They are essentially a pure data trader and intend to resell the data NFT at a higher price. They increase the sale price to 1 ETC. Buyer 2 comes along and wants to purchase ownership of the data NFT as they intend to use it for their research into topics relating to genomics. They are now the NFT purchaser. As their data research requires absolute truthfulness in the data quality, e.g., they may intend to use it to train an ML model for disease diagnosis and need to guarantee that the training data has not been tampered with. They choose to purchase this data via centralized blockchain-based trade rather than buying it from centralized data brokers or sellers. Let's look at the list of benefits each actor received by trading data wrapped as an NFT. Original owner/issuing entity. Limit supply of the dataset to just a single item. They can always mint more if they see demand grow. During initial sale on the open NFT marketplace, e.g., OpenSea, assign a royalty % that they get paid during all future resales. Benefit from all the open NFT marketplace features to control the sale, duration/minimum period, highest bid, etc. NFT holder. Ability to speculate on the future price of non-fungible data and earn profits for resale. Build data NFT collections based on market/seasonal demand for certain types of datasets. NFT purchaser. This actor gets the most value as they intend to use the contents of the data NFT, raw dataset, for actual utility. They can view and prove the provenance of the NFT using on-chain lookup and identify the original owner. They can view and prove the lineage of the NFT using on-chain lookup, original owner-buyer 1-buyer 2. They can view and prove the veracity, truthfulness/accuracy of the NFT using on-chain lookup of the metadata. They can request formal transfer of ownership to own the IP if needed, and is allowed in the original terms of sale. Although this feature is not an inherent quality of NFTs, it will be mediated via data coalitions and our decentralized middleware service. Data NFTs are currently available in testnet stage. I haven't even gone through half of the whitepaper yet, so there will be a few more episodes dedicated to this topic. It is a very complex project, which is definitely worth a few hours of study. On the screen, now you have the link to the next episode. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, it helps us a lot.